What's going on, y'all? It's J Smo Reviews here, back at it again with another video. As you guys can see, following the Takeover Battle League, no entourage kind of collab, we are going to be covering Real Deal versus Tay Roc, main event from the Fair Ones card. Pretty good, pretty decent battle overall, and pretty just solid event. For the most part, a lot of talent that most people aren't going to know. I ended up watching pretty much the whole event. Chirac beat Lady Caution in the co-main event. Caution probably would have won, especially in that second, but she choked in the second and the third with the Rock ad-libs. Kind of a messed up situation, but she was cooking. Just couldn't complete her rounds. Like in the second, if she just called time and she was about to choke, she would have been fine, but is what it is. Lost that battle clear because of the chokes. JC beat Caswell, dude named Caswell in a one-rounder. Pretty good. Caswell's pretty good, but just what a pro does. Cortez also cleared City Towers in the three-rounder. So for the most part, as you can see, just regular battles on the card. A lot of vets giving local level talent a shot, things of that nature. But then you get to deal in Roc, obviously a battle that has value. Roc has been, really versatile with his resume this year. Had him beating Cuban on OSBL 2-1, another really good battle. I had Roc in the first two rounds, Cuban with the third clear. And then you get Real Deal here, a little bit of a different type of, style clash. Real Deal, obviously the king of the dot legend he is, overall battle rap legend he is. He's translated well on other platforms. So did he translate well in this battle? The Roc get the better of him. Let's see who the winner was. So starting off in the first round, and definitely I think Roc's lightest round of the battle. A lot of deal flips really in the first, and across the whole battle, you should expect that Roc kind of content-wise is really a power puncher with just heavy emphasis on performance, right? It's a lot of name flipping, a lot of just back-to-back bars. If I get him in a scope, I could put him in a scope, and that's just for the record deal. Pretty cool. The Poconos bar was solid. Doc's gonna have to seal the deal, kind of similar to Dub the Phenoms. Close the deal type of bar. I obviously not biting it, but just similar to that concept, like that. Once I put this in Realize, he knew he fucked up. Realize. Thought that was decent. This clip will put you on the Instagram reel. Instagram reel. So just back-to-back reel flips. The Fresh Prince bar was really good. I'll put real in the ER. What's realer than that? So pretty standard round from Roc. Just quoting here, those are the top name flips. Really the round. And then you get onto Real Deals first. And really off rip, he is this Castlevania bar that lands as a haymaker. And then what I will say about Real Deal is he had to fight for a little more reaction here, which I think a lot of us expected, but he was really aggressive about it and kind of fighting well. The Castlevania bar hit early. Even Roc was extremely, like that. The Mummy Returns bar after that was dope. And then my personal favorite bar of the round, John Legend, You Fans Be Killing Me. I like that. For those of you don't know, that John Legend had it was kind of a mini little Beatles concept because he had a couple bars leading into that. I would need a classic rock like the Beatles. And John Legend, You Fans Be Killing Me. It's all in your imagination, something like that. I really like that. The Guardians of the Galaxy scheme was pretty good. He had the Colonizer. I'll put you in the back of a Plymouth Rock bar. Solid. And then even ended it with a haymaker. And watch her get smashed in front of you like Adam 22. Pretty crazy overall, I thought Real Deal actually had a really good first, And then even, I think it's debatable. I don't think he snatched the first because his pace wasn't exactly the best in the first. The stop and the talking to the crowd, even though they weren't giving him a lot of reaction like he probably deserved. So I feel like this one could go either way. I'm not mad at people that do edge Real Deal the first round. Me personally, I edged Tay Roc. Even with Real Deal having the Castlevania moment, the John Lennon bar, a couple stuff like that. I personally thought that Roc's pure rap, and I think that's something really Roc's been emphasizing lately, the way he just gets to his raps. Purely, it just sounds good on the ear. So me personally, I edged Roc the first round. Not mad at anyone giving it to Dio, but I had it 1-0 going into the second. And the second is where you really start seeing the separation of this battle, and that's Roc's second really ends up being the best round of the battle. Inverse from his first. His second is classic Roc second. Arm in his mouth when a leopard eat a zebra, and he starts hitting the rhyme pockets. I know they call it AMG mode. I'm always going to tell y'all I don't like that term. People have been rhyming in pockets forever. But AMG mode, once he starts hitting that, he is the shot everything he thought out. Should have left it in the freezer. 50% off deal. It's better when it's cheaper. The Evander Holyfield bar was really good. My dog got the better, like Jimmy Neutron. They gonna have to cut it out to save deal. It's a coupon, hand to hand. I would have drug deal in a school zone. So he's just over and over, hitting at the highest level. I mean, it's what you want from Roc now. Those rhyme pockets, they start building momentum. So now the jabs start to hit like haymakers back to back. Just a really, really, really good second from him. And I feel like Deal felt that pressure to get into Deal second. And to pretty much start his second for a good portion of it, he has this very famously, Tay Roc has the body bitch. This a body bitch. I did it versus Official, did it versus T-Top. And Real Deal starts working, the almost fight angle, which is inevitable versus Roc, but does it with like the, you a this and that fighting bitch, you a windmill fighting bitch. And the first couple were kind of funny, but it fell flat in that room pretty quick. And I mean, it just wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? It just really, really came off like it fell flat. Puts you at a major disadvantage to start your second. And even worse, even though Deal had a couple bars, the Hunter Biden bar was pretty good. Use my privilege to smoke Roc, you know what I'm saying? And then the Elvis bar was pretty decent, but short second from Real Deal. Like a monstrous, kind of a landslide, you know what I'm saying? So you could call it 1-1. I personally had it 2-0, but the second was like a body bag type of round. And that leaves the third round of the battle, and it's back on Roc. And for the most part, just really, closing it up. You know what I'm saying? Wrapping it all up. What's the word I'm looking for? I want to say like closing the game, but that's not exactly what I mean. But Tay Roc, he has a firecracker bar in the third. It took a little bit to heat up, to be honest. I'm like, this third might be takeable. You know what I'm saying? The firecracker bar was good. Cracking the joints. I had a dude selling in prison. They got crack in the joint like chiropractors, like that. Put Deal on a tee. He got dealt with. Probably his best bar of the third. Super fire. Twin birds. I pair it. If Polly want a cracker. He's kind of used that bar a couple times. I think he used it versus even Sharon. But, you know what I'm saying? Cool, you know what I'm saying? Cool bar, but just overall cool third from Roc. I wasn't, I thought it was kind of beatable with that. And I'm like, is there maybe a way that Real Deal makes this like almost like, I say fake debatable, right? Because I had him losing the first, but kind of makes two of the rounds close, right? And then Deal goes in the third, and this is kind of the part that shocked me a little bit, disappointed me, and it's something I've noticed with Deal a little more. Ever since kind of he got the chain, you know what I'm saying, put the chain down, he's had battles like Oops, None, Dub the Phenom, and I just don't feel like the material has hit the way it's used to in a third for a guy that considers himself, you know what I'm saying, the best angler in the game, and it is revered for his angling. He gets in this third with I'm going to have Roc pass him like we attack in the zone. That was solid. It's a little bit of stumbles. It's a little bit of turbulence, right? Deal hasn't been opposed to a little bit of a choke here and there lately, choke versus Bizzle right, for a while. So no one can ever say they took my chain. I actually really like that concept. He just had no energy going into it, but he's talking about Roc getting his chain snatched. No one can ever say anyone took the king of the dot chain from him. That was fire. And then it kind of just ends the round. His second and his third, both are like 70, 80-second rounds, it feels like. Super, super quick. It makes it so it's impossible to really even debate the battle for you. So I expect a little bit more of a fight here. I thought Cuban even put up more of a fight this year. But with that being said, Tay Roc, even with not the greatest third at that, clearly takes the second with the best round of the battle. Clearly takes the third as Real Deal once again has a super short round. And the first can go either way. Not mad at anyone that has Tay Roc 2-1 with Real Deal taking the first, but me personally had Tay Roc 3-0, second clear, third clear, first edge. And that is my quick review here, you know what I'm saying, for the Fair Ones main event between Tay Roc and Real Deal. Not the craziest battle in the world, but kind of zoning in this Roc does second half of the year, especially with the versatility in his resume last year. I think he had like 10 battles, real mix, right, from top tier to mid tier, all types of different tiers. And then this year, there's that mix again. You have kind of battling like lower tier battlers, right? Battled Stumbles, then battles Cuban, battle Miss Hustle, you know what I'm saying? So a lady at the King of the Queens, Kings versus Queens 4 main event. He won that fan vote. Still don't know how, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But did take that battle. Takes Real Deal here. Has Av coming up on SM. You mix a couple more in there, man, and we might be talking once again about Tay Roc making a late run up those Champion of the Year ranks. Can't really speak to how I see him as a contender. So many things are still going on battle-wise to like really map out who's in the lead, who's pretty much knocked out, who's stuck to the place they are, who's really going to win it. We know some of the front runners and things like that, right? But let's say Roc goes in there and beats Av, and we have a little bit to talk about. But Let me know what you guys thought. For those of you that saw, how'd you call Real Deal Rock? Did you call it 2-0? Did you call it 2-1? Did you call it 3-0? What'd you think about the event overall? Once again, these appetizer events, OSBL, bullpen, fair ones, we appreciate all of them. All battle rap is good battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Most battle rap is good battle rap in my opinion. But starting next week, we have GTX, the first of the big events going down. So can't wait to see how that all plays out. Can't wait to see, as I've been saying for weeks, how the next few weeks play out. We are this close to major level battle rap, y'all. But it's been J Small Reviews again, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Peace.